I'm definitely spending a lot of time this week doing these customer service videos, and there's just so much I want to say on the topic, and I mean, I could make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos on this topic, and every time I get done making a video and I download the video, it's like something else comes up about the whole topic that I'm just screaming to say. But it's just one of those things where I don't think it's discussed enough, or it's brushed off so much. I get a lot of like people saying, you shouldn't let it bother you so much, or it's not that big of a deal, or you're too sensitive and all this shit. But it runs a lot deeper than that, and especially for me because it's something that happens like so much. And sometimes you just walk into an establishment and it's not like you want to go in there to like get catered to, or like get treated like you're a king or something like that. But sometimes at the end of a long shift, when you've been working and you're finally leaving and you're going shopping, and your ass is already tired, and you're ready to just wind down, and you're dead, and you get to the checkout counter, and sometimes it's just pleasant to have somebody say hello to you, man, or just treat you like you're human. Because when you're at work and just out in the world in general, it's just like people can be so shady to you, and just like treat you like you're not human, and shit like that. And it's just it just weighs on you sometimes, and then there comes a point when you just wanna have some kind of outlet. I mean, and it's just so far and few to, and I think a lot of the people, I'm not saying that a lot of all I'm really trying to say is that I feel like a lot of the folks who don't really understand it are the ones who don't experience it firsthand. I mean, you really have to experience what I'm talking about to really know where I'm coming from. I mean, I can't begin to explain how many people I've been out to restaurants with, or gone shopping with, or just gone to buy gas or get cigarettes or something like that. I can't count how many times I've had the person who was with me say, wow, that person was shady to you, or damn, was it me, or were they just rude to you? And I even one of my friends who I went shopping with a couple weeks ago, even he noticed that this lady was just fucking staring at me like I had no business being in her neighborhood or something. And even my ex, a few months ago, we were buying gas, and again, this old lady was just giving me the dirtiest look, like I had done the wrong thing by pulling in front of her at the gas pump and pumping gas. And there comes a point when you just need, where you need to just, you need some kind of outlet, and that's basically why I'm talking about it so much, and why I'm giving it so much attention, because I try my hardest to push the whole race card aside and say it's not about race and stuff like that. But I truly, honestly believe that it does have a little bit to do with it. I mean, how ironic is it that it's mostly black folks who receive bad treatment? It's mostly black folks who have negative experiences out in customer service and receive bad service. Just that whole stereotypical thing that before you even have a chance to open your mouth somewhere, it's like somebody's so quick to just like have their opinions about you, or just are so quick to judge you and treat you like shit, and you can just forget it about it with these females, man. I mean, you can honestly just forget about it. And like I was just telling somebody on here on my last video, you know, I have no problems. I have almost a very small percentage of problems with females who are in that 40-year-old age gap and up. Like, I never, very seldomly have any problems with you know, females like that. It's those young ones, you know what I'm saying? It's those ones in the 20s who are just so used to this guys coming in there and drooling over them and giving them compliments and boosting their egos and making them feel like royalty princesses, you know. And then they have it in their head that any guy who comes up in their goddamn establishment, excuse me for saying that word because I don't like to use the Lord's name in vain, but it's like they expect it from all males. And I'm just here to say that's just not me. I'm not that guy who's gonna come up in your job for the company you're working for and make your day. Like that's just not me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I am coming to the store that you work at, the store where you just happen to be there on the day that I'm shopping. You just happen to be there. You basically just happen to be in my path. You know, I'm there to buy products that the company you work for sells. Okay, and it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with coming in there, making your day good, or making you feel like a princess. You're not gonna get that from me. You know, and I honestly think that plays a lot of factor on why a lot of these younger females are so shady to you if you don't pay them compliments. It's like, we have the guys to blame for that one, man. I mean, seriously, I mean, I think just for that problem alone, I think that the problem lies within the guys a lot. But at the same time, your responsibility, and this is what I keep saying, okay, your responsibility working for a company is to, it's so simple. I mean, all it takes for me is a simple hello. Just say hello, that's it. You know, just that. So, hello, have a nice day. That's all I expect. I really don't want the small talk in between. I mean, I just don't. I mean, that's all I expect. It's just an acknowledgement that you have a human being in front of you who is giving your company money. The least you could do is say hello. I mean, is it going to kill you to say hello to somebody? I mean, is that the kind of world we live in where we can't even say hello to people who are helping us get our paychecks? I mean, I'm sorry, it's getting really ridiculous. I mean, it really is. You know, and I'm at the point now, you know, where we really need to start speaking to some of these managers, like this bar I went to a few weeks ago in Palm Harbor, where that bartender did not want me in there. I mean, you can see it. You can see it in somebody's eyes when they just don't want you in that son of a bitch. Like she just didn't want me in there, man. And you know, with her, at a bar is different because you're sitting in there and you're drinking and you're running up a tab, and then there's the tip included and all that shit, which I didn't give her a tip. But in a situation like that, where you're supposed to, you know, be waiting on people who are giving you money, extra money in your pocket, I mean, you need to show some kind of respect, man. And you know, with her, I definitely think I'm going to talk to the manager at that bar, because I mean, that's just ridiculous. But it is what it is, man. Definitely expect me to be making another video this week, most likely another customer service video, because there's just so much to say on the topic, and it's just a problem I've had for as long as I can remember. And you know, I always chose to ignore it before, and then people will tell you to brush it off, but I mean, it's really bad, especially for a male of color. I mean, if you're not a male of color, you probably won't. I'm not trying to do this dividing thing or anything like that, but if you're not a male of color, I mean, I I don't, or a female of color, but I'm a male, you may not understand where I'm coming from. So it is what it is.